So have you read Marching Powder?
Yes, the Bolivian prison.
Yeah, so we tried to buy
the lad
away.
From Liverpool.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Thomas Gizo was his name.
Thomas Geezer, yeah, a black lad from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who was not a drug user.
No.
Just totally
Just a
realised.
smuggler.
Yeah, just thought I can make some money here. And then, well, you told the story about him.
Yeah, well, so he...
I'm going to grab you another beer. You want another beer?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Yeah, so Thomas Gizo got caught smuggling drugs out of Bolivia, and obviously got put in prison. But in Bolivia, when you get put in prison, you don't even get given a cell. You don't given a cell.
No.
You don't get given food.
You've got to get a job and buy a cell, haven't you?
So if you go in as a Bolivian, your family go in with you, and your family get let out in the morning and back in at night.
It is mental.
It's crazy, isn't it? Essentially, you can own shops and you can own businesses within inside the prison.
Yeah.
And until you get, I guess it's your government giving you support money, then you can't sleep anywhere and you can't eat.
And am I right in saying that they make cocaine?
They make cocaine in there. So
in the prison.
It's the largest cocaine factory in the country. You might want to check that that's right, Aidan.
Yeah, get Marching Powder. Marching Powder. Thomas Geezer is. It's really. In fact, you'd probably enjoy that story, Aidan, because he's not your typical kid who's just out there. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, man.
We're in South America at this particular moment.
Yeah, so he ends up making a business essentially out of selling tours to people that want to come into the prison from the outside. You have to bribe the guards, bribe the warden, then get into the prison, and then they give you a tour of the prison. Like he had a cat that smoked crack, so we had the crack cat.
Yeah.
See the cat smoking crack, have a look at the factory.
Like a museum.
Yeah, and then go back to his cell, do a few lines with him.
Yeah.
If you wanted to pay to stay in for the night, you could stay in for the night.
That's right, yeah, you could stay in. You could literally stay in for a weekend and just get off. You're not in the jail with the prisoners.
Yeah, and then get equally, they could buy themselves out for the weekend.
Yeah.
So we could go, right, I'm going to go and have a 3-course meal tonight and pay the warden, and he would let him go out for the night with 2 guards. But his business came so successful inside the prison that he could buy himself out all the time to go out for meals. I think he owned a butcher's, he owned a newsagent in the prison. And,
this is one of the books you retain the information on, isn't it, Pete? Hey? I can remember reading this and being mesmerised. Like, how the fuck is this possible? Like,
yeah. So, I mean, I read this impending going to La Paz.
Because that's where the jail is, isn't it, La Paz?
Yeah. So we tried to buy ourselves into the prison. There was another English guy that had been locked up and Thomas Geezer had been released and was back in the UK, but there was another English guy that was in there for the same thing and was doing a similar sort of
trying to work
shtick.
it out, yeah.
But so we spent what we deemed we could afford to get past the guards, and we were like, we're not paying anymore.
So you got in there then?
We got past the first gates,
yeah,
and then there was another set of gates to get into the prison, and then that's where the money went up, and we were like, we'd rather have fun on our journey, and enjoy that than spend it all on.
Yeah, because you just weighed it up too much, you know.
The money had gone. Yeah, there was another set of English lads that were doing the same thing as us, and they had the money, and we gave them our email addresses and said, let us know how you get on. And they never emailed us, so whether they got back out or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a risk, isn't it? But I guess that's what's appealing. Is like, it's such a crazy story. If anybody, is interested by that, I would suggest, giving it a search. And it's a fascinating story. And he's a fascinating guy because he wasn't your typical kid. He wasn't hammering the gear. It took a while in the jail before he started actually using, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably the boredom kicked in.
Yeah, really interesting.